Hello Libras, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates or you feel it will resonate in the future, because obviously it's not happened yet, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening for the beautiful Libras this week? Knight of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles. Your work life might be very slow and boring this week. Firstly, doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean it's heading in a bad direction, but just this week it's a bit slow, it's a bit predictable, it's a bit monotonous. Queen of Pentacles though, good financially, or what would the word be, income wise, your work's doing good. You might be getting a raise, I don't know, but it just seems like your actual, like some of you, I'm getting like, you know in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and his dad works and he puts toothpaste lids on? That scene is coming into my head and I feel like there's something really boring some of you have to do for work, or at least this week you will be doing something a little bit tedious or boring, but it pays well. There's something good that it's going to pay well. Maybe it's an extra job coming in and you're like, oh, it pays well, but it's dead boring. I don't know. Tower. It could be the end of one of your other jobs. See, some of you have multiple jobs for me to be saying this. One of your other jobs. But there's an end. If you have multiple and one of your jobs is very boring, you're going to realize that your time is more valuable than your money and that you don't want to spend your time feeling like bored all day. I don't know. Now I'm getting the Incredibles. None of the other readings, none of the other signs had movies come through. You've now had Charlie the Chocolate Factory and the Incredibles, but I'm seeing Mr. Incredible and he's like in that little cubicle at the start of the movie and he's not supposed to be in there. He's a superhero. He's supposed to be going and saving lives. There's something where you aren't feeling like you are where you're supposed to be. It's too boring. You have more in you. This week you're going to start to kind of play with the idea of pursuing an ambition or pursuing a side hustle or pursuing something that you didn't expect, purely because you're going to be inspired by the lack of inspiration that you're currently feeling, if that makes sense. What else is going on for Libra? Seven of Wands, the Emperor, Ace of Cups. Love-wise, your love life is under control. Weird thing to say. Maybe it feels out of control right now, unpredictable, what's going on. You're actually right on track. Some of you have new love coming in or healing, but you're kind of the one calling the shots here more than you realize as well. You might be like waiting on someone else. You might be figuring out how do they feel about you. You're like uncertain. It's actually you're completely in control of the situation and they might even have you on a pedestal. Sometimes if this person seems like off, it's almost like it's very mirrored energy here of you both being protective like that. I just see you both kind of like dodging each other for no reason, like but you're both on the same wavelength. Like, it just feels like, what's the energy, what's the word for this? Unnecessary? No, I don't know what the word is, but it's just like you both mirroring more than anything, of just one person's slightly off, maybe something bad happened at work, maybe something bad happened, and then the other person thinks it's something they've done, and then you're both back and forward a little bit off with each other. So remember that you are in control of this situation, and I feel like they are mirroring whatever energy you're putting out. What else is going on for Libra this week? Ace of Swords, Justice, Seven of Pentacles. You're going to get an answer to something. You're going to get an answer to a question. You're going to get an answer to a phone call. I don't know. There's something you've been waiting for that's going to be balanced out and it's going to make a lot of sense. Could be a truth revealed to you. Could be, I don't know, I'm getting emails coming through. For some of you, there's an email that you forgot you sent that's going to finally get a reply, and everything will make sense. You're going to have clarity. You're going to feel like, oh, that's fair. That makes sense now. Justice is all about fairness, balancing out the good and the bad, and I feel like you might have been feeling very bad about something, but it's going to turn around and you're going to realize, oh, that was the truth. My mind was playing tricks on me, or I expected the worst. I think it's more about how long you've waited for an answer, how long you've waited to hear back from something where you began to think the worst. I'll get you one more card. The World. The World. The World is the final card in the major arcana. So you're wrapping up a cycle in order to begin a new one. Feels very nice. I don't know if you've... I was going to say, I don't know if you've ever read a book. But you know that feeling of when you finish a book, and it might be a big book, that you've been spending a lot of time trying to get through. It's been a bit tedious, been a bit boring sometimes, but you made it through the book, and now you can put it on your shelf, or you can tick it off your list, whatever it is. That's the feeling. It's like, oh, cool, that chapter's done. Oh, look, the book's done. Cool, let me start a new book now. What is it going to be about? There's just like a new excited feeling about whatever the next journey will be. You don't even know yet, but how fun. I don't know, it feels very much wrapping up a cycle, I guess. So you could be leaving a job, you could be leaving a relationship, but it feels positive. If you're watching this like, I don't want to leave a relationship that I'm in, then that's not it. It's something else in your life that you're wrapping up because it's positive. I also am getting something about camping coming through for some of you. Some of you are going camping because I'm getting like the tents come through. I don't know. That's obviously not going to be all of you. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thanks so much for watching. If anything I said resonated or you feel it will in the future, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Little Tarot Tuesdays.